Frisbee clubbers, we're back. We got the OG frisbees. Actually, we got a bunch of new frisbees, but you know, not MVP ones.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this sport.
Hole number 1, 190 feet, but so uphill. Champion leopard, PFN, little Barry Schultz action here. Yeah. That's hole 1 at Mossy Rock right there. That's a good start. Tee shot was solid, but we're behind the tree. Let's go. So good to be back, guys. Actually played around out here at Mossy yesterday. Played decent, shot a 6 down. It's in the shorts right now. Had a couple bogeys, but stretched together, I think 7 birdies in a row down the back. So pretty solid round. Just looking to kind of throw some shots today. We obviously got the original bag, and honestly, it's not even the original bag. I've gotten so much new, good INNOVA over the last, and just like new discs overall, over the last month and a half that I haven't even got to throw. And I've thrown them the last couple days off camera. It's been so enjoyable. Played Mossy out here and then played Lake Patton as well. And just been enjoying like getting my frisbees back and just, I don't know, really just enjoying playing, honestly. Hole number 2, one of my favorite holes on the course. The long pin is 420, the short, I wanna say probably like 380, slightly uphill, beautiful wooded shot. We're going DD1 yesterday, laced the line with this. This DD1 was one of my go-tos at elevation, and since I've gotten more to seat level, this thing goes so straight and has like a guaranteed late flip, which means it's kind of at that point now where you can get those big steep hyzer flips and turns. So it's weird because it's almost a new disc now, so I'm relearning it, but it just has a new use. And this Horizon DD1 has been money since it got in the bag. Yeah, little short, but you can't argue with that. A little C2 bid maybe. PFN Champ Sidewinder. Been super excited to throw this since I got my hands on it, as well as this Twisted Flyer 2015 Champ Thunderbird. This thing, absolute beauty. Kind of testing them out right here. I'm gonna start more on the left side of the tee so I kind of open up the hyzer flip a little more. Oh, that's actually so solid for this hole. Oh. If I could get any height on these, I think they'd be really nice, but straight. Swing. Ah, push it. Wow, I actually got it deep. That's kind of surprising. Update on my biceps tendonitis in my left elbow. Still not great, but I started wearing this super compressive sleeve. That definitely helps. I feel like it just, you know, if anything, it's maybe just in my head, but it feels better. And then I tried to develop a little more pitch in the putt, a little less full extension elbow pop, a little more hand push. Just working on a couple things. I took a few days off from throwing after the MVP series, and thing got back to it honestly harder than I thought it was gonna, because the weather was supposed to be horrible here, and then it ended up being pretty solid like all week. And we've been trying to figure it back out, and it's feeling decent. So we're trying to adapt for kind of what we have right now. Hole 3, 315, Minnesota Majestic, DX Rock, beauty. Get lucky, get lucky, get lucky, yes! Little short, I could tell the headwind kind of held that up, but solid. Birdie Weapon, new mold that just came out, already sold out as well. So unfortunately, if you wanted one, they're gone. Hold straight. Ah! We're working on developing a jump putt, because I really want to get that jump putt where you literally just like jump and just jam them in. And although it might not be super effective right now, I think if I continue to work on it, it's going to give me confidence within my release at least. So that's kind of the goal with it. Oh, a little steep on the hyzer though. Trying to really draw them back flat and keep the flat release. So I think I just learned a much higher percentage shot on this hole, and I've only played a few rounds out here, so I'm still learning this course. But a lot of times, you know, this hole, there's a dead straight line to the basket. In your head, you're like, oh, that's the line. But I never really realized this hillside right here. The weapon basically parked when you're putting good that day. And this hillside kind of allows you to just like smack a little hyzer right into it, which makes the ceiling over here basically not come into play at all, because you can throw low, hard on hyzer. It's gonna skip a little bit maybe, or you just spike straight into here. The odds of you just falling and being, you know, this is literally maybe 17 feet. Beautiful little turnover. You got some logs kind of keeping you honest, a little hillside to crest. Get up. Ah. Oh, yeah. Why didn't I do that first? Oh, it hit the stump. Should be down there. We'll see. So I'm the type of person who has a connection to a lot of their discs. Like, if I throw something for a little while and kind of learn to love it, I might take it out of the bag, but the odds of me ever like getting rid of it is very low. Maybe I'll trade it within my friend group, but my friend group kind of has like a deal where like, hey, if we trade it to you, you can throw it, but you can never get rid of it. If you don't want it anymore, it comes back to me, you know? And I think after this MVP series and not being able to throw my stuff for a month, all I want to do is just like bust out all these oldies and just throw like these classic frisbees that I used to know and love. It's just so enjoyable, like the rock, like the beat up PA3s. So nice. Ah, too low. Guys, the Broadbird. I've barely been able to throw it. This one specifically is so pushy. The last few days I've been throwing it. It gets that natural flip up and turn out of the box, which is kind of wild. It honestly flies super similar to my OG PFN yellow Firebird that you guys know I absolutely love. But super cool. Power Grip went ahead and ordered more Broadbirds. And so this Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, and then 7 p.m. I think Europe time, don't quote me on this, Power Grip Europe is also going to have Broadbirds available. So if you're a European Frisbee clubber, I know I've had so many messages over like, you know, the last year or so of you guys wanting to get something, but unfortunately like the shipping is just, I've never been able to offer it. This is the first time. Power Grip Europe, I think they're gonna have 50 Broadbirds, and then there's gonna be a restock on Power Grip USA as well. That's Friday, and I don't know if that'll be the last. Power Grip kind of was like, hey Brad, we just ordered more. And I was like, sick. So if you want more, this is your chance. If you didn't get one and you feel like you missed out, this is your chance. Hole number 5, 264 feet. You can't quite see the basket because it's straight up this hill. This is one of those holes out here where you can't park it. I really don't know if it's even possible. So you're basically trying to spike something into the mid hillside and then have a uphill look. Love it. Oh, that's actually so good. Oh, naked's hit. Yeah, that's literally, if it sits, sit. Basket up there. That's kind of what I mean. There's not much you can do. Little pitch up. Yeah. We're in like a high wind advisory today. It's not too bad back here, but makes you think, that's for sure. Whew. Hole 6, the very unfortunate filler hole. Just a trash hole overall. But these logs here, if you just throw a Tommy right over it, you can kind of get lucky. So that's what we're doing here. We'll see. Yeah, so that tomahawk route is wide open, but you can't really get an actual throw through there accurately. I landed kind of right over here yesterday as well. So I'll take this open look. Do it. Oh, come on. Have you got one of these second batch, like kind of day glow Broadbirds? Did yours have red swirls or did Power Grip just like hook me up? Because this one, I got 2 of them like this, beauties. Also, I just want to say it again, thank you to everyone who's gotten a Broadbird. The feedback and stuff on these has been unreal. Obviously running flat Firebirds, I knew they might come out like super beefcakes, which I was cool with because I have so many beat up ones where I could just, you know, go 1-2 punch with those. But the fact that they came out very pushy made me so happy. Like, I've gotten so much good feedback about them. I've had some people say they already aced with them. I'm loving them. I'm so happy with how they turned out. So I've tried it before, and it's a little weird because I've gone, you know, over 15 years putting with 2 putters, you know, like 2 in the hand, like hold 1 in the offhand. But putting left-handed, for some reason, this right hand, it's like I don't know what to do with it when I'm lining up my putt. And you can see I'm like putting it on my chest, which seems weird, but for some reason it seems like that's a comfortable spot, keeps it out of the way. So I'm trying to become a 1 putter guy. When you go up to make it, I don't even want the thought of like when I'm practicing to be like, oh, I have 2 putts. Like if you miss the first one, like ching it in, whatever. Because I want that first one to just matter, you know? And it's not like it really matters. It's all just like a mental thing. But I feel like if I'm putting in practice rounds with 1 putter and I only got 1 shot to make it, then it transfers a little better to like competitive rounds. Hole 7, another one of my favorite holes. Pretty much my favorite holes consist of like mid 3s in like a nice wooded gap. Just a beauty. The wind is gonna be a left to right, so I'm not sure, but we're gonna go stable, buzz assess. Beauty, a little bit short, but beautiful line. Gonna go ahead and throw my ultra here, see if I can get a little drift to the right, and then a little more swing at the end. Yeah, that misses. Swing. Yeah. Gosh, I love, oh yeah, parked. Love the ultra. Man, which brings me to my next topic. If you follow me on Instagram, you might already know, but the Broderick Frisbee Club Metal Flake Infinity Plastic Ultras are coming. They're being produced like as we speak, and they should be available by hopefully early December. I'm so excited, guys. The Ultra has been a disc that Birdie was the first company to ever send me a box of Frisbees when I first started doing content. And in that box was the unreleased, at the time, Ultra. The first day I threw it, I loved it. Hasn't left the bag since. It's been one of my favorite ones. Unfortunately, that first one I had, I lost. This one I'm throwing right now is like the second one that I've ever officially bagged. Like, so it replaced it and it's never left since. It's getting super beat up, super nice and pushy, and in my opinion, it's the best overstable mid-range on the market. It fits right into that pyro or quake category. You know, if you love those discs, respect, because those discs are great. But the Ultra, it's coming soon. I'm so excited for this one because this is the first disc I've done where I got to pick the plastic. Like I told them, hey, I want blue and I want purple. I want Metal Flake, Infinity Plastic Ultras. I want the stamps to be white, I want the stamps to be black, and I want them to be silver. That's it. Very like on brand for my brand, and I'm so excited for them. Coming soon. They're gonna be great. Absolute death putt, which is why I like this hole. If you don't park it, you're doing something. Yup. Another new Frisbee, the Matthew McConaughey, the new Finish Line Chicane. So this is Finish Line's new zone clone, and it's been in the works since last winter, actually. I got to feel the prototype that Drew had, and they came out really nice. I personally think this and the Sector and the Era, but these two are now 2 of Finish Line's best molds. And they came out in Finish Line's best ever plastic. I know a lot of you guys have mixed reviews on the Finish Line plastic, which I totally understand because a lot of the kind of S blend, I guess, comes out a little tackier, a little less premium. I personally really like it because it's like some of the grippiest stuff, but these came out so good. Like this plastic, you know how like if you look at this, you could tell it's like a nice plastic. It feels better than it looks. And then kind of same with this stuff. Little more grit to this, but these are super cool, super excited for these. Gonna have a full review come in on the Chicane and Sector, but Matthew McConaughey been flying true. See, I feel like I pulled that, but if I get it through the trees, it's so good. Yeah, parked. It's so weird. see. That worked as well, but hit a tree and launched. Why do I keep bringing both putters? See, it's a hard habit to crack. Hole number 9, 199 feet, dead straight. Proxy. Stay straight, don't hit that. Sit, sit, sit. Yeah, that's this hole. Well, we got a putt, but obviously it's a little uphill. Minnesota slide. Oh, I yanked it. Hole 10, 309 feet. Little side hand, Thunderbird. It's kind of straight up there, slight drift to the right. Oh yeah. Little, oh no, it rolled back down. Felt nice. Hole number 11, 282 feet, but maybe one of the hardest to birdie on the course. It looks like it's just a pushing hyzer, but the basket goes back uphill, pretty far uphill too, and there's basically no gap. You gotta throw the luckiest shot ever. But yesterday we were practicing and kind of figured out if you push the gap straight deep and then hyzer a little bit, it'll give you like a circle 2 bid rather than being circle 3 or even just, you know, fairway throw in. So we're gonna go a little more stable broadbird here and try and beat all of the fairway and kind of push it deep and then start hyzering. Yeah, love that. Oh, see, that's still fine, but that was actually going to track like somewhat decent, but you had to beat the fairway. If you're a Bellingham local and you haven't tried to beat the fairway straight, this is 100% the play. This is by no means an easy putt. Do I even think I'm going to make it? Probably not, but you have an open look. It actually plays relatively flat, and I'd much rather be over here than, you know, at the beginning halfway down the fairway because I hit a tree. So this is solid. Man. I mean, we got to try and make it because like a 2 on this hole is absolutely insane. No, but I'll lay, oh God. I almost missed that too, I won't lie. There it is, hearted. Hole number 12, 229. Hyzer shot, relatively simple shot, but there's so much danger. Little heady coming through too, keeping us real honest. We're going Matthew McConaughey. Love it. All right, well guys, this is a not a good spot. Pretty much just gonna have to throw something up there. Hope I don't hit a tree. Love it if it's clean. Perfect. Hole 13, tricky hole. So in the shorts here, it's 263 feet, and it's just a pretty simple hyzer, but the hyzer line matches the hillside. There's a bunch of kind of guardian logs, stumps, trees around the basket to get lucky. That's what happened to me yesterday. I went fairway yesterday. Today I think I'm gonna go buzz assess because yesterday was pretty lucky. I think just hit the line and try and be a little bit right, give yourself a putt. Oh no. Okay, so that was so bad that I don't think I hit a thing. And I bet I'm in like circle 2, which isn't great, but what the? This is an interesting one because now that I think about it, if you're upright, basically you should try and park it because you're probably gonna hit something and sit. If you don't, then you have an uphill bid back at it, which honestly is like safer than the downhill bid at it, because then you're bringing 4 into play, whereas running the uphill bid, you're really just bringing, you know, the 3 into play, hopefully, unless you're gonzo. So I don't know. This is funny because, so you can see the fairway. My buzz assess basically found this weird middle fairway, and it's not bad. So we'll take it. Horrible shot, decent result. No chains needed. Look at that. I love it. Hole 15, 301. Dead straight shot. Little bit of drift right just at the end. Maybe just straight. If you fade left, you still got a putt. Got to beat the logs. And then it's kind of down in a little bowl. Buzz assess. Yep. What? Oh. That's same spot. Almost really good. I really like that this hole is so simple and straightforward, but you have to throw such a good shot to beat all the obstacles right at the end. And if you throw the good shot and you hit something, you still have a putt. You know, you're not completely like dead, but to really like park it, it's just such a beautiful late flip line with a putter or a mid or something, and it's just such a good hole. Drop. Oh, dang it. Let's see if player two's got that one. Yep. Oh. Hole 17, another one of my favorites. 311, but plays, I bet 20, 30 feet uphill. It's kind of those mid 300s. You just gotta follow the fairway straight up, and then the basket's tucked maybe 30 feet to the right. Tricky hole, tricky one to park. You can get the putt. We're going sidewinder. If that gets clean somehow, oh, it was so close to bending. That's still like a maybe just outside circle one, so solid shot. But I'm gonna throw this broadbird backhand and show you how much this thing flips. That is a Firebird. Oh, it was about to turn. Oh yeah. That's, phew. So I put away my PFN Star Firebirds for the winter because I don't want them to shatter on a tree. And I kind of assumed with the Broadbirds, I would need to beat one in before it really gets that flip up and turn flight. So the Thunderbird or the PD, things like that, I was like, you know, I'm gonna try some out because I might need that. But the fact that this Dayglow Broadbird is so flippy out of the box, I might not need the Thunderbird or like PD slot because they have a similar flight and then still that reliable finish. But I kind of feel like a Thunderbird maybe has a touch more like glide, a little more push forward than the Firebird's gonna have. So I'm not totally sure yet. Might bag both. I haven't bagged Thunderbirds for a while, but I just got my hands on a few really nice ones. So might mess around with them again. Thunderbirds are fun because I feel like they're basically a distance driver, but more controllable. But they're maybe, you know, they kind of, I don't know, that 11 speed, like the DD1, Thunderbird, they all kind of do the same thing. So it's a confusing slot for me. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, see, even that Sidewinder hitting the top ceiling, we still got a little something. I think I'm gonna try a jumper again. Oh, I'm just fluffing them on hyzer. It's so weird. Come on. Whacked spin on that putt. Hole 18, Mossy Rock. 293 feet, but you're not gonna birdie it. 99% chance. So you better hope you got some birdies down the stretch. So much shorter than it seems. Throw something stable around the corner. We're going Matthew McConaughey. Perfect. Not much more you can do than that. Or go in. Well, there you have it. Mossy Rock 18 from the shorts for the winter. You know, Not a bad shorts layout, honestly. Kind of wish it was in the longs just to have a little more fairway driver, you know, controlled driver play, but beautiful track. And if you decided to stick around from the MVP series, welcome. This is kind of what we like to do around here. Pretty much toss and talk. Rolf Tube Cinemas at its finest. See if we can make a putt. We do that sometimes as well, unfortunately. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Creator of Frisbee Club, motherfuckers.
The man, the myth.
And right here, I have a frisbee bag. It holds all my frisbees, the ones I like.